Hey guys, what's up? Limitless here. I'm going to go ahead and turn some volumes down here, and then we'll go ahead and get to it. Anyway, it's 2021, I got to get into some cool stuff in DD2 that a lot of people don't really think of or never do or anything like that. So today what I got for you guys is the Madcaster build. So if you guys want to learn about it, remember to go ahead and watch the video, like, subscribe, comment if you feel like it. And if you don't, then I guess a rampaging wildebeest is going to come through your house and ransack your fridge. It's not going to stop there though. It's going to take your fridge and probably go sleep in your bed. If that scares you, you should probably, hit that like, subscribe, Anyway, so what we got here, guys, it's an Apprentice build. We're on floor 50 right here, just to kind of show you. I was doing a test here, and then I decided, you know what, let's just throw it out there while I'm here. So you can see I'm using all Warlock stuff. Lunar Portal Staff. It's got Lunar Collar 10, so I can summon 9 portals that last 33.5 seconds. They deal, 2.15 times ability power as magical damage per second. And with 9 of them out there all hitting, that's pretty decent, not gonna lie. And what we got here today is basically, I think everything's gilded. So, yeah, I don't put anything there because, there's not a whole lot of options, to be quite honest. Here, I just want to throw this out. Empowered Mark, that's great. Mana Bomb's Aid, you actually need that too. Power Volley, that's also required. They don't have to be gilded, but they do have to be, at least maxed out. Critical Strike, that's whatever, I throw it on there for the teeny little bits of extra damage. Mana Bomb Power, I use that because, Mana Bomb, it's his ultimate, it's going to do damage. Enduring Tornado, you actually do need this one. You actually do. So that's required. When you get over here, Superconductor, I'd like to say that's also a required. Gilded if possible. Bulwark, obviously nice. Retribution, that's an extra. You don't have to have it. But let's be fair, there's no excuse for not having Bulwark. And on this, I would normally have the Scarf, but I have space for it. Because we need the Power of Storms, Mana Capacitor, and Channel. A little bit crazy, but we need them all. So anyway, we'll get into Ascension here. Now this here, I am not using Ascension on the Earth Shatter. That way you can see some stuff now and some stuff later. We are using max Arcane Volley damage, but we're not using anything in health. And I kind of want to show you why that is too. Just to kind of showcase things a little bit. We've only got 134,500 health. Now why that's interesting is because this build is applicable to all build ranges, but usually people in the high-end build range don't want to mess with it because it's something else extra to do, and even though it can be fun, it's extra stuff that's out of their comfort zone. So low and mid players, this works for you too, because the shards, they're easy enough to find. Almost all of them, except for like Superconductor. But with that being said, we're actually using a really bad build for this. But it's because it's only bad, considering what I would normally do. Now, Earth Toss is required for this. Obviously, Mark Targets is too. Deadly Strikes isn't exactly required, but you're going to have to get a lot closer. And, your range isn't going to be quite as wide either, so it's up to you what you want to do with that last one. The reason why, with the Mark Targets, it's going to auto-mark, and then with Empowered Mark here, we can have an additional 34 targets that can all be marked and attacked at the same time. This way you can attack all over the field at once. And then, yeah, you can see I'm using Shatterquake, anti-melee, defense rate. So that's really up to you guys. If you don't have the defense rate like this, then you can swap that deadly for a defense rate. It's called the same thing in this case. Alright, so what we're doing here is I'm blasting out the other lanes because if I'm paying attention to all the lanes, then I can't showcase it for you guys. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into the next round, and then we can actually go ahead and drop a whole bunch of these to help out. And then when they're getting close, we want to mana bomb a bit. That's going to get us a little shield so you can see we can take a little bit of damage. And we can drop this while we're at it. You can recast your shield there to refresh it. Well, actually, I should say your mana bomb to refresh it. And of course, you can also throw your own main targets out there if you want to. And see that? He barely scratched our health with his heaviest attack. Now that's pretty sweet in my book. And we'll mana bomb up to get our shield again. Now you guys saw that ogre attack. Rewind it if you want to, but you saw that. That was sick. This is why it's Madcaster, because you can literally just obliterate. And we got a damage shield. And I will go into that a little bit here after this round. Let you guys really see that there. But you definitely do want to actually attack with this, because of that, what was it, Power of Storms? Yeah. But you can see. Messages. Anyway. So what happened there and why we didn't die, even though we're on floor 50, is because of Mana Bomb's aid. Now what that does, you can see right there, I have it gilded. It's going to give me 8.7 times my ability power stat as a shield. And it's going to burn for 6.3 times my ability stat. Well, you can see in the bottom left corner there, I have almost 84,000 ability power. At 8.7 times, it gives me a shield for almost 730,000 health. Obviously, it's going to burn for a little bit under that. But the shield lasts for... So it's a pretty decent protection. And at 730,000 just about, that's way more health than I have. It's many times over the health that I actually have, and that's why I can do this. That's why, you know, I didn't get burned up either, because they're bombing me, you know, that ogre, he tried to slam me with his heaviest attack. He didn't miss, by the way. And that assassin tried to kill me too. Didn't work. It's because of the mad casting. Now, if you guys prefer, you can always, you know, like, divide these up if you have Lunar Portal. Whatever you want to do. It's all just kind of for fun, so... And then, of course, get your attacks out, all that fun stuff. Do whatever, kind of. See, they're coming in now, so we're going to Mana Bomb up. I actually shouldn't have allowed them to take my health like that, but... That's whatever, right? Refresh. Now, the reason why we're using the Earth Toss is because I don't really think you guys really want to see that, but basically what happens is if you're not using the Earth Toss, it's basically going to have the Earth Shatter sit there and single target. Now remember, you guys can Tornado too. It doesn't really matter. There we go. Get out of here. What are you doing? This is my world, not yours. As you guys can see, it made short work of pretty much everything there. See? Got the shield up. He didn't even hit me. Well, not directly anyway. And when he comes in for that hit, you're going to take more damage. So basically, without the Earth Toss here, our Earth Shatter would be a single target, but you can see, gains 320 damage radius. So what that means is it's expanding our hit range. And when it does that, because of the marked targets that's right here, because of that, then what happens is it means other things are getting hit. And so instead of just having problem after problem with it, you know, trying to single target it, oh, that's not good. There we go. We'll just burn him out real quick. So anyway, instead of trying to single target it, we're actually AoEing with our Earth Shatters. And that's going to multi-target our stuff and make it easier. Now if you got a big group, feel free, you know, go ahead, drop that tornado. Mana bomb back up. And you can tornado all the time with this build, it doesn't matter. As long as you're getting some attacks in there, you're getting some stuff back. It's easy money. Mana bomb up again. Because I'm actually not counting how long I'm mana bombing for, that's why. How long that shield's up, I'm not counting it, so. And also, the reason why I'm doing it this way is because I'm doing this without using an elemental combo this way. Oh yeah. Oh, that jerk. Tornado. Do that, we'll mana bomb. That assassin's not gonna like that. And I didn't realize there was a siege roller. Where is he? He's over here somewhere. It would have to give me a siege roller, wouldn't it? I want to wait for him to get out some more, though. And you can see I'm not upgrading anything either. I've just got Earth Shatters out here pointing in all directions, basically. That's all I'm using, so. We're going to go ahead and shield up. I could have used that on him, but I kind of just want to do this instead. See that? He couldn't kill me. But I could take his health pretty easily as long as I had him marked. Now that is something, if you guys want to try it out later, I haven't, but if you want to try tornadoing him and seeing what happens, as long as he stays in tornado range, maybe he'll stay marked. Whatever's good, you know. But either way, this is just kind of a fun thing to do. It's like a fun alternative build that you can use to, you know, wreck stuff. Go ahead and mana bomb our shield up. And then, why not tornado? Yeah, we'll get him down. Mana bomb up. Mana bomb, with the superconductor and everything, mana bomb's not nearly as expensive. That is vicious. Yeah, there's not much I'm going to be able to do against that. Look at that, constant restun. That's ridiculous, man. Mana bomb. Dang, man. They really wanted it bad. I don't know if you guys saw how nasty that was, but that's kind of funny, actually. Oh, there it is. Finally got me because I couldn't keep out of the way long enough. I wanted to keep hitting them, but you know how that is. Jump, please. Yeah, go away. Your services are not required. Get our shield up, that way we can actually do some stuff. Now, the reason why I showed you this is because you guys can go health if you want to. This is still going to do quite a bit of decent damage. Gosh, the tornado is so nice. And you guys can feel free to, you know, keep dropping that too. By that, I mean these lunar portals right here. All you want, that's up to you. And you're gone. Oh, did he teleport away? Lucky. Goodbye. Alright guys, that's it. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we're actually going to head to the tavern, and I'm going to show you a bunch of cool stuff. So, partly you couldn't see, but like, unless you're really paying attention, like, I basically destroyed that Gregory there. He had over 10 million health left. We're going to pop into the tavern, I'm going to let you guys see some DPS testing now. You guys have seen how it is when you have mad targets and why you really need that mark targets in there. And on top of that, why you really need that empowered mark, you know. They're going to work hand in hand. Great. But that's not all. I'm going to show you a separate way to apply the marked targets too. And now this does work for the Adept as well, but I'm kind of out of hero cards right now, and that's okay because it's still just a concept, you know. It's a proven concept, but it's still a concept. Alright, so what we're going to do here, we're going to drop a lunar portal right off, just let you see the kind of damage the portal itself does without any kind of help at all. Because this is just going to feed directly off of your ability power, 2.15 times it. Which at 84k almost, you know, that that's pretty good, let's be honest. Now, because it's so high level, at, you know, like Chaos 8 and, you know, level 10, that goes for a while, but anyway. We'll let you see how that DPS is. So yeah, roughly, you know, 270,000 DPS from one of those, and you can drop 9. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. But the other thing we want to show you here is how this goes. You see there how it's hitting and it's spreading that mark. Let's do it over here so you guys can maybe see a little bit better. Yeah, you can see how that mark just spreads in there. See, everything in there is marked. And then you can just slap them all. Now, part of what's really, really nice about the utility of these things is the tornado, too. That thing, it's going to last an extra, like, 8 seconds. Let's see here, Ascension. I've got the additional 2 seconds there, so I think it's like 10 seconds extra. Yeah, enduring tornado is 8 seconds, yep. So you get 10-second extra tornado time. Right there, just to screw with anything you want to. And as you saw, when, you know, you're not getting bombarded by, you know, assassins and ogres and everything else, especially yetis that freeze you, that was the only problem we had. Well then, you know, you could see that this build can actually keep a whole lane in check without any problems by casting a tornado once. Look at that, we did over 11.25 million DPS there. Now let's show you, before I get into that, let's move this and these over here, which is something you should not do because this is made specifically for the Earth Shatter, but but we're doing it, and that's that. So we'll go ahead and throw that in there, and you can see this actually does decent DPS, and with that gilded along with the range gambit right there, this actually with that one shard will max its attack range. So the max range and rate, it shreds right through. So say, you know, you want to go ahead and just use a bunch of these, that's cool. We're marking everybody, no problem. Now, I think I may even need to move that closer because these things kind of, they're a little finicky, but as you can see, no problem. And to kind of prove the point here, you can see them marking all over the place. So now that's an extra viable option. Now, normally that game that I was in, that 450, would have been a lot easier, but I was only using Earth because I wanted them to come at me so I could showcase the build a bit more. And then of course, if we want to get into it, let's just do this, now let's do this right here. It's a bunch of them. You can see the mana bomb a bit better, but beware. The shield will not burn dummies because they're not countered as enemies. The crits there were over 24,000. But you can see the shield won't burn them because they're not enemies. So that's one thing about it. Anyway, let's get into just straight DPS here. let you guys kind of see it. We got 13.372 mil. Couldn't really see that one. Looks like we're getting easy 13 mils off this. Yeah, that was over 15, 17. 17 again. 17. Well, actually, it was closer to 18, but... Okay, that was a 19.882 million DPS. You guys can see why you can shred a boss so easily when you're hitting that hard. Like, with this in there, that arcane volley is hitting almost as hard as a straight up mana bomb. And with you being able to mark targets like that, that's what's up. Alright guys, well, I'm going to go over the build one more time, just let you guys see it. You can see Warlock's everything. These are all the shards. And I do have the marked NATO chip on, if it wasn't obvious. Just so you guys can see that for sure real easy. Marked NATO makes the tornado do that. And the tornado itself can do some serious damage. So alright guys, I hope you liked this. This was the Madcaster Apprentice build in 2021. You guys have a great day, and